don't think it's going to come out, but we'll see what these teams pick up. Obviously, British Hurricane will be on defense first, so we can talk a bit more about their comp. Bucket already over to the Ana already, and Hanamura is a great map for Ana because there's this very specific rotations you have to make as the attackers, because you have to come through that frontal gate if you are playing that free because you are a ground type composition, right? And then you either go up the stairs or you come over the right side. So it's very predictable for Bucket to place those antibiotic grenades.
Jumping onto the third map now, Hanamura, Shoes Money Crew on the offense, and they're going to have to deal with Buckets or Docbox, Ana. It's a thing of legends here in EU. Going on to more of a DPS flavor, Obling, moment, dancing around with that Genji, but there's going to be some changes here after they've had a quick scout. In fact, they're going to just go back to a traditional composition here with the free goat slur on the Zenyatta, not anything weird like it was on Blizzard World.
So again, the question comes down is how well can Molfig shut down Bucket? He needs to use that Diva Matrix to prevent a lot of value from those anti-nades and specifically nades onto his own team. But so far, British Hurricane taking a very, very close hold at the moment. Not afraid of JK Lil at all.
Just going to emerge through that gate, and they're going to force it in. Hafiko has to get out of the small room, but it's Obling going down first. Sooner, not even on high energy, still able to find the kills here as Obling's shut down. They're going to D-mech on the Molf, and they're going to let him suffer a little bit before the beam just ends his life. 3 minutes remaining, and Shoes Money Crew are still on this point as they're hiding, looking for that reset. They all have to take the leap of faith off the side of the map. That's a minute burn and a lot of ult charge going over to Hurricane.
Yeah, for sure. I think the major thing to look at there is Hafiko's positioning on the left-hand side, inside the stairs, and he actually boops them all back and prevents it from being a quick push up the stairs. And obviously on this patch where Lucio's speed boost is less effective for the rest of his team, if you can deny those rotations, which are a little bit slower now, provide so much time for Suna to get a big grab.
Not even a grab coming out there. That was the shatter. Just numlocked, laying all the Shoes Money Crew on the floor. And that was the one and done when it came to ultimate usage. Shoes Money Crew, another minute burn. They're going at a rate of 1 fight a minute, Blank. They've only got 2 more left if they keep this up.
That was fairly insane. Big grab. I meant to say big picks from Suna, but JK Lol, he's got the Winston right now, and he's trying to make it work, but British Hurricane already making him suffer for it, because you don't have that reliable shield. You need that for diving in to block out Ana's healing. So it just goes
stun
to
on mid-air onto JK Lol. He's not able to get set up here, and Numlock doesn't have to be on a diving tank to sort out Slur. He just walks up, takes him out with the Reinhardt, and JK Lol's just been dealt with handily on the back end of this one. They're doing it at a faster rate, Blank, so 1 fight a minute was a little bit dramatic, but still looking very dangerous for them as Molf's just going to take a dive off the side of the map, get that fast remake.
This looks super painful. Last fight, we were to think that British Hurricane, they only used the Nano to win that one out. Now they have 5 ultimates. Again, that Shatter is available. JK Lol has to punish this high ground positioning from Dana, but so far he's the one punishing him.
He's just not letting JK Lol get set up here. Grab on the choke already. They're going to be boot backs. They won't get straight up. Shatter again. There was no shield to block it out because JK Lol, he's off doing some monkey business in the back line, but Soon's taking out Miles. He was getting so close to a Graviton Surge, and now that's not an option for Shoes Money Crew. JK Lol will commit the Primal Rage. I don't know if that's to stay alive or whether SMC think they got a shot at taking this fight, but now he's being bullied around. They're trying not to let him leave. They even get the sound barrier out of this fight with the recommit. They try and cut off the sound barrier coming out from Hurricane, but it still finds pretty much everyone on the Academy roster. Finally, JK Lol's going to go down as Molfig and the rest of Shoes Money Crew go for the escape. That was their fight. They committed too many ults to lose it, and Hurricane smell blood in the water as they force him back to the spawn room.
That sound barrier was the sound of, pure overcommittal. Now British Hurricane, they've got the Nano Boost available. They don't have the sound barrier, so the major win condition for Shoes is the grab.
It's another grab, and now Happy just has to drop this on over the top. Anti-nade shutting down all the healing Gustav's dealt with.
Last
20 seconds on the clock. What are you going to do about this one as your self-destruct's going to be blocked out? You're putting this all on Miles' grab, and he wants to try and get this out there. Hook British Hurricane in. They haven't got a Transcendence nor a sound barrier. That might be the way you get back into this one. But you grab up and unlock. You hold him there. Your Discord is pinned. The damage is enough to find Yofi. Mouse finds 2. There was no way of shutting it down. They move on to the point. 3 members down. Shoes Money Crew surely are going to walk away with point A at least and keep Hanamura and their playoff dreams alive.
The major win condition there was Mauser's Graviton the entire time. No Transcendence on the side of British Hurricane. They knew that, which is why they went for such aggressive holds each and every time. I don't think they expected that long lob of a grab from Maus, but it worked out in the favor of Shoes Money Crew. Now they come into second point. They have the rally, so they can go for something aggressive, try and force out some ultimates, but Daned, he is prepared to mirror that with one of his own.
Just needs to find the right opportunity to do it. You can go in there and get the rally. Difference maker here is that Shatter. Numlock charges a fraction too early and won't get the pin from the back of it. Now it's a bit dangerous. JK Law might have his online, but he's taking a dive off the top of the map. This is not very good. Hang on a minute, JK Law's followed him down here as well. The rest of the teams are going to dive into the fight pit. These Reinhardts aren't going to be allowed to go mano-a-mano as Maus is now going to be grabbed up from the grab from Suna. Numlock fires the fire strike through. Danny shuts down Gustav. No momentum play coming out for SMC. And we're back to what could potentially be a rinse and a repeat of a burning time bank.
And a really long fight for British Hurricane actually worked in their own favor because they were missing supportive ultimates. Obviously, they just switched off the Ana onto the Zen. Now, Bucket's already 93% towards the Transcendence, which they sorely required for when Maus undoubtedly does get this grab in the next fight. But Shoes Money Crew looking at the big six coming to this next one. It has to happen now. There's no counter grab out sooner. So a lot of it's down to Hafiko dropping down the self-destruct to deny the follow-up when the grab comes out from Maus.
Pocket does have that Transcendence as well, so that might be their get-out-of-jail-free card. They were lacking on point A when it came round to the offensive. Maus definitely going to get that grab online. Just a right-click should do the trick. He's now not playing very close to the choke, holding them around. He wants to try and split up the main tank from the team. He might be able to pivot right here and land the Shatter. But he's being forced back by the aggression and the rally coming out from Obling. Dan is now popped his. They're sitting on that Graviton Surge. Bombs being traded. There's the Transcendence. No one being caught out by the explosive nature of the team fight. JK Lol just throwing this Shatter into Numlock, but he's going to put his one onto the back line. Transcendence comes out from Slur, but he's already found JK Lol. Tries to pin him as they rotate to the point, but they've already lost too many members. Numlock's having a mare as he takes on multiple members. And Suna finds that fourth kill, and it's now a sub-2-minute time back.
Numlock has been monstrous this entire season. Honestly, such a difficult Rhine to play against. His shield management is insane. The way he just drops his shield so confidently against a Reinhardt who also has Shatter is very incredible. This man has a lot of confidence in himself, and that's great to see. But it was that self-destruct that I talked about before from Hafiko that did deny a lot of that pressure, and Shoes Money Crew were able to come in. Now, Shoes Money Crew, they're going to change up their styles, move Morphic over to the Sombra, but I think such an experienced team like British Hurricane
He
can
just
deal with it.
completely called that one. First strike on the Morph, the second he recalls. He had his number. I bet he's going to be shook from that one.
Absolutely, and now they can go for some pursuit kills here with 1 minute only remaining. Give themselves even more of an ultimate lead with just the Graviton, which had absolutely no way to be blocked down.
Morph going down so early is pivotal for this one because they were relying on potentially having enough fight time here to get that EMP online, and with 32% and climbing, it's going to come at the end of the fight, and that might be too late for SMC to capitalize.
And we've seen how aggressive British Hurricane have been so far, so that is a definite eventuality for Shoes Money Crew here. They might not have enough time. Hafiko scouting it out like the good diva that he is.
He's going for the spy check here, but he needs to pivot back around now because Morph's on the point. They're throwing everything over to try and catch him. They know Morph is there. They send Yofi back to deal with him. Shatter from Numlock finds everyone on the back line of SMC, but they haven't got the speed boost there to push into them. Danet's already found Maus, who will not get that Graviton online in this fight. Slur's even committed to Transcendence. Morph is moving towards the EMP, but they've caught him off guard. He has no translocator. Suna's going to pick him up again. And now SMC are in disarray. 15 seconds remaining, and they've not got a foothold on this point.
It's going to put Morphic in even more of an awkward situation as he desperately tries to get his EMP online, but with nothing really to combo with it, without that Graviton, things start to get tough.
Numlock just takes the fight straight to SMC, and Obling feels the might of his hammer as he drops down and deals with them handedly. There's the EMP coming out. It finds 4 members of British Hurricane, but you've already lost Maus again. Obling's back in the spawn room. It doesn't matter how many people you hack. Their Norton antivirus is too strong as they take out Morphig. And that's going to be it. Point B goes without a capture. And British Hurricane are on track to end it on Hanamura.
Hafiko, excellent entire time. Like you're saying, Tridd, he had that scan for viruses button held down the entire time. Caught Morphic out quite a few times when he was trying to go for the back cap there. Really, really well played from Hurricane. They are setting themselves up as a terrifying team to come up against in Grand Finals. If they make it, they still have to complete this map, remember, but getting to point B and only 1 tick to take, it doesn't seem that far off of a dream for them.
Should be able to get away with this one. Hurricane have been very dominant, but it doesn't necessarily mean that the series is over, because even if Shoes Money Crew concede the first point and they move on to point B, they don't capture 33%, the map ends in a draw. Now, in the regular season, that would be series over, because Shoes Money Crew, they wouldn't be able to get enough map wins to contest British Hurricane. But because we changed the format in playoffs to first to 3 maps, a draw is basically a null and void map. So the series is still alive if Shoes Money Crew can hold them to at least 33% of point B.
But they're looking to go for the full hold on point A here. Sure, they can definitely transition this composition over to point A. First, we really saw it in NA with Atlanta Academy team, where they held on the top right high ground, and it was really tough for people to dislodge them, often using the Dragon Strike and not finding it. Now, they have this massive tool from the Baptiste, which is the Immortality Field. So your dive has to be really strong. British Hurricane, on the other hand, they're currently going for that scouting, and you will see their composition change dramatically to counter Shoes Money Crew. I'm expecting the spam. I'm expecting Happy Cool to go over to that Pharah here.
Well, they've given a nice and early shield for Mouse to get some free picks, hopefully, onto British Hurricane as they emerge. But it does also give away that there is an Orisa and a Widowmaker on the team. They can kind of guess what's coming up here. As soon as already found Gustav, that's not how this should go. You're 1 man down already.
God, that's terrible.
This is just a disaster for Shoes Money Crew. They have to come all the way back from spawn. He's got vertical mobility. He has not got horizontal mobility. They're using Ice Wall as well. They want to try and pick someone off from behind this shield. The Holt is there to pull him into sightline. Nice tag from Sooner, but no kill yet. They send Danid on the Hanzo behind enemy lines. Oblings found Happy Cool. So there has been a sigh of relief for Shoes Money Crew here, as they got the opportunity to get Gustav back onto the fight. Dan has taken out Mouse though, so you've got another problem to deal with as he tries to shut Gustav off from coming back. That burst rifle's trying to contend against him, as well with the help of his other members of his team. But Dan is in such a good position here just to spam anyone who wants to enter the courtyard. Slur will take out Numlock on the Wrecking Ball as Morphix finally shuts down Sooner. So there's going to be a reset coming in for British Hurricane now.
Just like the icicle that is now lodged in Sooner's head, they have frozen this push coming out from British Hurricane. They do have Danid in a great position. Without healing currently, Mouse will pick up the kill onto Happy Cool. That was the best opportunity for them there, but they no longer have the res to pull out Obling. It was the best opportunity for them there when they removed Gustav from the fight, because the Immortality Field is gone. The dive then becomes reliable onto the Bastion.
I'm not sure how Sooner just is in a position where JK Lowell rattles him down with the LMG. I think he's trying to get onto the high ground where Danid is, and British Hurricane uses it as a point of operation. That's why Danid's stuck around. Just get behind the shield, find JK Lowell as they're trying to move onto the point now. Mouse has gone down as well. Nanoboo's committed over. I'm not sure who that's gone to, but I don't think they can contest this one. They may have just wasted one of their best options into this game. But they're going to hack up the Genji. Here comes the Snow Globe, but Molfix is staying alive. Dan's just able to storm arrow him out. And now they can move back onto the point. He's only bought them time. He's not guaranteed it. And you got to think about the crossfire from Sooner as well. He's just on the outside. Dragon Strike cuts off the reinforcements. There's going to be multiple minutes left as they move on to point B.
Terrible news for Shoes Money Crew, though, is now they're coming to the next fight with the EMP. This is a fight-winning ultimate on its own. And they have things to follow up as well with. It looks like they will move to the 3-3, keeping Happy Cool on that Sombra as they move on to the point. Shoes Money Crew, they don't really have anything to prevent this Sombra, so if you can find some crucial targets with EMP, it's going to be big. For the time being, Molfig is just trying to scout him out, prevent him from getting a good position to the backline to hack up potentially JKL, Slur, and Molfig and prevent their mobility tools.
They've got no ults online. The closest one is Slur, but you've got to Transcendence and the EMP to deal with. Looking for Happy to come in and turn off the lights. They've already taken out JK Lowell. This could be game, set, and match for Hurricane. The Shoes Money Crew, they don't have a leg to stand on. There's the 33% coming in. British Hurricane, pack your bags. You're going to Krefeld.
Insane. Insanely confident. This is playoffs. Let me remind you that. This ends in a 3-0 in record time. This reminds me of when they just sped ran Young and Beautiful. Shoes Money Crew do a good job to put up a decent fight, but whoever is going up against Hurricane in the grand finals right now is looking to be worried. Like, oh my God.
We've got their deciding match, or the opponent will be decided shortly after this series, of course, when we wrap this one up. But British Hurricane just have a completely dominant performance from them, and it's as expected from a team that's basically had a dominant group stage as well. Let's take some highlights from Hanamura, and this is that shatter again from Numlocked. He's just able to use it dry against Shoes Money Crew and shut down any offensive just by himself.
Numlocked has such a great understanding of enemy Reinhardts as well. Cannot discount that fact that this guy is very smart in the way he uses his shield, way he uses his shatter, and whenever he uses his charge as well as, which is this thing that everyone jokes about, just unbind that key. He uses it very strategically, always to finish up fights that go into shadows when they try and save them with the Transcendence, and that great focus fire is definitely what led them to a victory here versus Shoes Money Crew.
And it's just the ability to just, without hesitation, spot the Orisa, spot the Widowmaker, and go, right, we know what to do. We're going to play what we want against this. We're going to go double sniper, and we're just going to run at you. And they left Danid in that high ground position for so long. He was just able to sit up there, and as soon as JK Law stepped forward on the Orisa, he was just able to pelt him in the back with a Storm Arrow, and there's nothing he could have done about it. 3 picks for him, basically.
And it's credit to the backroom staff as well, Nox, Albion, Nuki, all these people coming together to make sure this team is so well prepared for the future and these games. Like you said, they saw the composition, they knew exactly what to switch off onto and found great success almost immediately. So very, very happy overall with that. They're looking like they're wanting to take grand finals and have a good opportunity to do it as well. That curse might be over.
This might be the season that ends, but we have also got to temper expectations as well. Shoes Money Crew, while they were a fantastic candidate and they took out 1 point, the difference between 1 point and Hurricane is vast here. And I feel as though maybe if they were on the other side of the bracket, they might not have got to the position where they faced off against Hurricane. But I'm not going to put them down. They obviously made it this far. It's a great achievement. Let's talk about someone who's adding another achievement to his team. It's a map victory or series victory. We're going to speak to Albion from British Hurricanes. He joins us. Now, I've spoken to you a lot of times, but recently I've been more watching what you've been doing and how you've been communicating on Twitter when it comes to your team. You're very vocal about the ability of your team, and we're a 3-0 in the semifinals. You've got to kind of back up what you've been talking, right?
Yeah, well, you know, it's literally on my wall here.
World's best.
The world's best on this path right now. It's kind of hard to really argue against it, I don't think. We're the best in Europe right now. I'm very confident about that. I've been very vocal about that on social media. I think I have to give a lot of credit to the players, obviously. They're playing fantastically, but also to Nox, the head coach. Realistically, we're kind of working in his system, and I think he's nailed it this season, and I think the results kind of speak for themselves.
Well, definitely, if you look at the finish of British Hurricane, how you were performing in Season 3 2018 to how you performed in Season 1 2019, you can definitely see that the effect has been there. I'm slightly more interested in what your interpretation of Shoes Money Crew's map picks were, because did they pick what you thought they were going to pick in form of Blizzard World and Hanamura?
Shoes Money Crew was kind of lucky yesterday that they did really well. So they only revealed Junkertown as our actual map pick. So besides that, we were kind of going in blind. And once we got to the elimination stage, right, and you have all 12 maps prepared for it, definitely got tricky. But it wasn't really that much of a concern for us because throughout the regular season, Shoes Money Crew hasn't really changed what they're doing. So they've pretty much played the same stuff today that they've played all season long.
I mean, Albion, one thing I really do want to ask, and it's the major thing that's interesting me about Hurricane the most, is that from Season 3, Grav Bomb combo seemed to be the play, right? You've completely changed it up here. You use Bomb and Grav in very creative different ways, often using Bomb into Shatter. I know you don't want to reveal too much, but has that been a conscious decision?
Yeah, everything's been very much a conscious decision. And again, got to give props to Nox for that. He's been really big in setting up kind of our playbook, so to speak, and how we approach stuff. And again, the players have nailed it, I think.
And with this series, we're not going to lie, Hurricane were definitely the definitive favorites coming into this one. I don't think it is as definitive with our next series of the evening. And I'm going to put you on the spot here. AT or Giganti, who are you facing in the finals?
I kind of want it to be Giganti because Hurricane Giganti has such a good history, right? Especially Season 1 last year. That'd be a cool rematch. But right now, I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. I think I'm going to give a slight edge to AT.
Ooh, okay.
It's going to be very tight for sure. It's definitely going to be a close match, but I'm going to give the edge to AT.
Yeah, I'm so grateful that I don't have to actually make a prediction for it. You can harass me all you want, but I'm not going to give you one because I don't know which way it's going to go. Albion, thanks so much. Congratulations on not only getting finals, but also getting to the Atlantic Showdown to represent Europe. I'm sure the lads are very impressed with themselves and very happy with the way things have gone. Thanks so much for joining us, and good luck with the finals on the 3rd of May.
Yeah, thank you guys.
They have it conscious decisions round for the bombs and the shatters. You got your answer there. And also, to be fair, so far he has backed up all the smack talk on Twitter.
Like, that's the best part.
Like, he's just able to roll over Shoes Money Crew. Like we said, we do feel as though maybe Shoes Money Crew isn't the most aligned opponent with them, just based off of season performance and also how the seedings worked. Obviously, I believe they were 5th seed going up against the 1st seed. So it does obviously allude itself to not necessarily the closer matches. But our next series, Giganti versus Angry Titans, definitely going to be great. It was a rematch of the Season 3 2018 finals. It's going to be a big one, guys. Don't go anywhere. We're going to go to a break, and when we come back, we're going to bring you that monster of a clash.